Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Victoria and I do content about my life in Scotland as a content creator and photographer, and I thought today we could do something a little bit different. We are in the thick of autumn, it's October, and I already have a lot of my autumn favorites and I just wanted to share them with you. I saw a lot of other people doing this, and for me, honestly, I really love watching this. And I feel like I've just never shared anything like this online. So I thought, this is the time we are taking the plunge. Today I have Leo with me. Leo is my husky, which is here. And then I have Zeus, my other husky, right behind the camera, staring me down. So over the last couple of months, or maybe even couple of the autumn seasons, I've collected some of my favorite autumn items that I keep coming back to year upon year. And today we're going to look at some of them, and I think most of these are actually new. It's kind of like what I've grown to love and treasure. In a way, I have some clothing items, I have some home stuff, I have some beauty, I have some skincare as well, and just really the things that make my autumn perfect for me in terms of self-care, beauty, and the house. Unfortunately, I don't actually have a lot of things for the house, but you never know. I've seen some videos and obviously took some inspiration from people, so I will be shopping for a new coffee table and a couple of other things, but that's yet to come. So what do we start with? I think it's fair to start with some clothes because probably the biggest section here, and I'm actually going to start with something that's been in my autumn wardrobe for the last 3 or 4 years. So it's not a new item, and they also don't look like new. So I've got the Lanks boots. They are in burgundy, they're very well worn, and they are like my equivalent to Dr. Martens. I have been gifted these shoes, around 3 years ago by Lanks, which is a local company. Well, I'm in Scotland, this company's in England, and they do a lot of leatherware, leather goods in particular, shoes. And this was the first pair they sent me, and my most favorite pair. And I think they only look better after they aged because I can quite literally do as many steps as I want in them. And you know what? I did have to do some repairs. So this year I actually replaced the heel. But apart from that, even the people who I've taken them for a repair, they said this is an incredible shoe. So I look after them, I change their laces. I really like the kind of like a vintage look, so I don't try to polish them too much, but they're honestly probably the most comfortable pair of boots I've ever owned. I can go exploring the Highlands in them, I can go for a dog walk, I can do anything, and they also look stylish with some of my more fancier dresses, if that makes sense. So yeah, I like frolicking around the castles, and these shoes are perfect for that. So that's the first item. Now, I am obsessed with scarves and fleeces, so the next 4 items are going to be exactly that. The first scarf is actually a new scarf, and I quite literally got it 2 days ago because I just came back from the most incredible press trip to the Highlands, and we visited the weaving studio or atelier that I've been wanting to visit for a very long time. It's called Araminta Campbell, and I met Araminta herself a couple of months ago at the event at the Witchery, and was meaning to come to her space ever since, but just couldn't find the time. And then when this trip came along, I was like, okay, I looked at the itinerary and it was there, and I was like, it's meant to be. What I didn't expect to come out of there with is a new scarf, and this is what it looks like. This is their narrow, kind of like thin tartan scarf, so kind of like the most basic model they do, the simplest thing you can get. And these were kindly gifted to us by Rabbies. So, and I picked out what they call, I think, an autumn woodland walk. Yes, autumn woodland walk, and I'm kind of like a warm olive tone, so this works really perfectly for me and my skin. And honestly, I couldn't be happier because I feel like a scarf makes every outfit look so much better. So now the scarf is actually one of my favorite brands, again, in Scotland. I'm very much into kind of like a local brands, to be honest. I've been wanting this scarf for a very long time. Now, the price tag for me was a little too high for what I was willing to pay for it. and it's called Tartan Blanket Company, or TB Co. This is the brand that made the scarf. And this particular one was a collection, I believe, with Amy Bell, who is an influencer here in Scotland, and she has an incredible style. I honestly love her. And this was one of the scarves for the collection. So this is a lot wider than Armantha Campbell. And yeah, I've been wanting this scarf for like about 2 years. I didn't get this when it was first released because I think it was out of stock. I think it got sold out very quickly, and also the price point was for me a little too high. But then Tartan Blanket Co., for those who don't know, they do a sample sale every single year where you can come to their store and shop the items that, you know, there could be a tiny mark on them, but most of the time they're actually perfect for wear. It's just the samples that they've produced and they didn't then go into production. So I went to that sale with a lot of my friends, and my eyes were on the PJs, which I did get, but then I didn't expect to see this there. And it's absolutely perfect. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And I got it for about half the price, and I'm very happy. So this is one of my favorite autumn scarves. I got it last year, and I have now a very good collection of scarves. I have 4. So I don't think I'm allowed to get any more, but you never know, right? So that's it on the scarves. Now we have a couple of other autumn items. As I said, I love a good fleece. So I feel like this year, a lot of my existing fleeces have kind of come to the end of their life. So I just needed to get new ones. So my husband actually found this brand online and sent me a link to get him a sweater. And who would I be if I didn't get myself anything, right? So this fleece is from a place called Passenger. And this is like your typical kind of like hiking, cozy cabin fleece. It has mountain range on it. It's very bright, it's very colorful. And I love it because, first of all, it's made of really good material. It is very bright and colorful. It's really warm as well. I got it in the size large because I wanted it to be a little bit more oversized than usual. I'm very happy with the purchase. Again, I got it on sale, so another happy girl there. And I think for autumn, this is just so perfect. And I've been loving wearing this for the last few weeks. And then another item, it's also another fleece, okay? I mean, can you have too many fleeces in the season? I don't think you can. So this one is actually from Asda. And let me tell you something about supermarkets and their fashion. Now, we all know that M&S have been killing the game at clothes for a little while now. And Sainsbury's have been popping off. Every time I go into the store, I'm like, oh my God, I want this. They have like trenches there for £40. They are machine washable, and they have incredible like lining as well. But anyway, when I saw this, and I'm kind of like a brown girly, okay? I need all my browns because of my color analysis. I got this fleece, which is again, an oversized fleece. This one is actually a medium. So if you do want something like this from Asda, please run and get it. It's really warm. You can tell that the quality is a bit different from the previous fleece, but I still love it very much. And I think it looks really nice on the photos too. Now, what I feel like is the purchase of the year, and also, again, my favorite item this autumn, something that I wanted for a really long time and something that I finally purchased this year, which was a present to myself for completing a very important project. It's my first ever Barbour jacket. So I wasn't familiar with the brand Barbour before. Like, I've obviously known what it is, but I've never had anything from there. So I didn't know my size. I didn't know what they do apart from the jackets, right? So maybe very ignorant for me, but it is what it is. So what I've done when I knew I'm purchasing a jacket this year, I have gone to Edinburgh store and I went in and I was like, I don't know anything about your jackets. I don't know how they fit. I don't know my size. Please help me. And the kind gentleman in the store helped me pick my size. I was looking at their classic models, and in case you've never had anything from Barbour, I think you need to size up in the classic models because they are quite snug. So if you want to fit a jumper underneath, you will need to size up. But then I turned around and I looked at their new collection and I saw this absolutely beautiful number. This is like an oversized cropped jacket. Well, it's not cropped, it will go around your hips, but comparing to normal classic Barber jacket, this is, I'm gonna try and put a picture of me somewhere here for you to see. So this is a 3-tone jacket from Barber. It has their brown, it has their green, and it has their dark brown as well. The model of this, does it say here? I don't think it does. It doesn't say the model here, but it also has a beautiful tartan inside, and a lot of people noticed it and said, I love it. So anyway, a fabulous jacket altogether. And just to mention, I will pop everything on the link for you to see in shop for yourself if that's what you like. But that's all on the clothes side. I'm obsessed with the Barber jacket. I can't stop wearing this. I already tested it against the rain as well. And I found out that you can actually send your jacket to Barber to re-wax for the next year. They suggest doing it every year, so we'll see how it holds on. And it's just one of those pieces that you invest in and then you have for years. So that was the intention, and I just needed a new autumn jacket anyway. So what we have next, I think what we'll do, we'll kind of like finish off the clothing in a way. So another very important purchase of this year, again, wasn't on my bingo card, but that's what happens when a sample sale happens, okay? So this is my Strathberry Beauty. I got her earlier this year and she's just been very perfect for autumn because, again, like my browns, like my greens, I love my burgundies and reds too. I'm actually wearing red today, surprisingly for myself. And this is their, trying to think the model. Now I should have prepared better for this, to be honest. I forgot what the model is called, but I'll pop it on the screen. But because this is a sample, it doesn't look anything like the normal version that you would find in the store right now, because the hardware is actually matte and not shiny. And this is exactly why I got her, because she is not the same, and I don't actually like shiny hardware on the bags. I much prefer this. And I did also purchase a little kind of like, what do you call this? Stripe of silk to attach to her. She comes with a thick strap that you can just pop over your shoulder, and you also have a longer one in here too. So you've got like a long chain that makes it perfect for events as well. And you know what's funny? I haven't worn her for a few weeks and I've just found 2 of the lip products that I've been looking for. Fantastic, Victoria. Well done. But that's it for the clothes. I hope you enjoyed the clothes part. Let me know what you liked the most, or anything that you already have yourself, or something that you think I would love. Now, I would like to move on to a little bit of the house. First of all, it's kind of weird to say because it is in my house and I can't like give it to you. Like I can't give you a link for this or anything. It's behind me. So this year, me and my husband invested in getting a media wall done. And as you can see, out there we have our new TV, we have a little fire, and then we have some drawers. So everything was made by my husband, who is a joiner, and we're very happy with it. We're trying to do like one project a year in the house at the moment. I think next year we will do built-in wardrobes in our bedroom, because we moved into a new build 3 years ago and we're still working on it because, you know, things are expensive. Very happy with this, very big media wall, but it really transformed the living room, which is where I'm sat right now, and makes a very nice backdrop for a video, I think. So in terms of home things, I'm a candle girly, but I'm only a candle girly during the cold season. I actually don't burn candles towards the end of spring or in summer, strangely, because they just do not associate with summer for me. But something that I started burning this autumn and have been absolutely loving for the living room is this candle from The Witchery. I got it. What's the name of it? I think it's just called, yeah, The Witchery 1595. I can't tell you what it smells like exactly, but it does definitely have, does it say here? No, it doesn't say what it smells like. But I will try and find a link for this particular one because it has like a name and a date. But because it's so precious, I would love to obviously not use it up before the end of autumn. I actually got it at the Witchery shop launch event here in Edinburgh a couple of months ago, and I kept it for autumn because I knew I only burn candles during autumn, so it's been a nice display because it's beautiful, but also it smells really nice too. So next item from the home is actually cleaning for the house, believe it or not. I've been using this for the last couple of months, and I love like a good spray for the house because I like my house smelling nice. So I've tried the Purging Fig sprays for like my kitchen tops, for the bathroom, for just like general surfaces. I genuinely was served an ad on social media and I saw that it's essential oils, and I love an essential oil. And I just ordered it. So basically the deal is you order like a welcome pack and it comes with 2 of these bottles and then 3 different kind of like flavors of the concentrate that you then put in one bottle, and then you mix it with water and you have a really nice fragrance spray for all your kitchen tops. It also cleans really well. Like, it doesn't seem like it's going to, but it actually really does. A normal spray from B&M doesn't do it that well, which is good to know. Obviously, it's a little bit more expensive, but I think it's totally worth it for what it does and how it keeps your house smelling really nicely. So that's on the house side of things. I think I can include 3 more items here, which is kind of like maybe personal, maybe house. I have this super mini neon oil diffuser, and I've had this for probably just under a year, and I've been using it all year round. But what I do seasonally, and essentially the reason why it's an autumn favorite, is because I change the oil. This one actually also fits in your car cup holder, so if you fancy you can put it there. But I used to keep it in the car, but now I keep it in my office room because that's where I spend most of the time. So I like to put it on in the morning or in the evening when I'm kind of like relaxed in there, maybe writing my to-do list or stuff like that. It works in a very simple way. You just press this and it starts distributing the oil, and you can change the frequency of that as well. The way to extract your oil is also very simple. You just lift this and you have your oil here. At the moment I have Calm and Relax. And what is very surprising about this is since I bought this almost a year ago, I still haven't had to change the oil. I alternate between 2 different ones and they've barely gone down in their little bottles. So it's extremely economical, and I just think it will be in my favorites forever. The next item is, I kind of feel a bit guilty because I just bought a new diary in summer and I have now abandoned it in favor of this one. Mostly because I probably fancied something that looked like autumn, and obviously helps that it's also tartan. So I started writing in this notebook only a couple of days ago because I wanted to start a travel journal. I had the most insane trip to the Highlands with a group of girls, and it's really inspired me to start writing about my travels just for myself, to make sure that I write as soon as, either my trip has finished or during the trip, so I remember it in the freshest way possible, if that makes sense. And the journal that I had before, and I mean I still have it, is more like a productivity journal. It's not really meant for, writing travel essays. And this is another witchery item that I actually wasn't sure if I would be using it, but now that I'm in this travel thing, I am. It's again, it's a witchery tartan, which is very nice, and I also picked it up in the store. It was gifted to me, so that's important to say, but I will pop a link down below just so you can see it for yourself, because it makes a really nice gift too. And I'll see how I get on with this. It's just a very simple, just lined pages for whatever you want it to be, really. And yeah, I think it's just a beautiful journal. You have a little bit of like a description of what the witchery is essentially, and then you can do, yeah, whatever you want with it, to be honest. It's a beautifully made journal. You can attach your pen here, and yeah, really love this item because it's small enough, and I feel it's just going to hold so many memories that I'm still not over my trip, okay, to the Highlands. I have the Highland blues, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I've documented it in so many different ways, including this journal. So it makes me really sad thinking that the trip is over. That's how good it was. Now, to move on to the things that I have now tried and tested, and the things that will be forever in my skin regimen, potentially, unless I find something better. I'm obsessed with skincare. I am not obsessed in the way that I have too much of it. I have only the things that work, and obviously it takes a long time to find something that works. So I'm going to show you a few bits. It kind of like mixed skincare and beauty, but they are, in my opinion, really good finds because I was very careful with what I'm showing you because I don't want anyone to be essentially wasting their time but also money on something that is not good, or on something that I've only tried for like a couple of days and I thought it was great. So we're going to start with something where I'm already almost at the end of the bottle, and it's Elemis Nourishing Cleansing Oil. I wasn't a double cleansing girly until literally this year, and then I invested in this little bottle. It's not so little, it's 195 ml, but it's lasted me a very long time, and the reason why it's in my autumn favorite is because I am still using it in autumn and I will be repurchasing it. I think it's better than Elemis Cleansing Balm because I just think it cleans better and it preps your skin for the second part of cleansing. I can't actually remember how much it cost. I think it was around maybe like £30, but for how long it lasts, it's actually incredible. Definitely, like, I can put it on number one, the spot for cleansing oil of all cleansing oils. The next item is new for this year and for this season. I purchased it 2 months ago and I have been using it ever since. I always thought that toner for the skin is a gimmick. I never really believed in it until I tried it the way the Korean cosmetics suggest you to. So I've got Centella Hello Seca Brightening Toner that I have been using, and what really changed it for my skin is not to use it on a cotton pad, but just like put a little bit in your palm and tap it in your skin. For the last probably couple of months, I've been getting a lot of compliments about my face and like the state of my skin. And I kid you not, like, these two guys, they are the reason, obviously, and a couple of other things. And it's kind of like one of those things, once you find something that works, like, just you stick to it and you buy more if you have to, just in case they stop making it, because that does happen sometimes. In terms of scents that I'm loving this autumn, I've had this Vanilla Skin for a couple of months, which is a body fragrance mist from Fleur. I think that's how you say it. It's a very warm vanilla scent. It's a very standard, in a way, vanilla. It's kind of like a little bit of cinnamon and bakery in it. Every time I spray it, people are like, who smells like a bakery? That's me. Strange. But I think when I initially purchased it, I thought I was going to go through this very quickly because sprays are usually a lot quicker to use up. But to be honest, I've been using it a lot and I still have about, 1/4 of it left, or maybe almost 1/3 because it wasn't completely full. And again, for the money that it was, again, about £30, I think this is great. And they also do have it in the perfume version. And they, I believe, have also shower gel and things like that. But this has been amazing. And if you love a smell of vanilla and you want to smell like vanilla, this is perfect. I also know that people they kind of like layer their lotion with the spray, and I believe there's a lotion that smells like vanilla somewhere in Boots, and then they put this on and they smell like vanilla, which is fantastic. The next thing is something that I wanted for the last probably 2 years, and I've been on my best friend's ears about this, and she said, When we came to Space NK and they had a 20% off, I was like, I'm just gonna have to. So I have been in the heaven of Byredo Gypsy Water. I hope I said it right. How do you say Byredo? Is that how you say it? If it's not, please correct me. I've been craving this gypsy water situation for as long as I can remember. It's one of those scents you can't tell what it smells like. And what I find interesting about this in particular, because it really opens up on different people, it smells very different on different people. And on me, it smells almost a little bit floral. It's definitely a grown-up perfume. It's not something that I would wear every single day. For me, it's more like an event, serious meeting kind of perfume, but I absolutely love it, and I'm so glad I got it because it's like a dream coming true, you know? And especially with 20% off, it was totally worth it. And then the last two items, to not keep you any longer, because I've been blabbing on for about half an hour. Something that went viral, was it this year or last year, I can't remember. Perfect for autumn is Clinique Black Honey. Whether it's a lipstick or whatever they call this is, a lip balm, perfect. Absolutely perfect for autumn. I can't actually tell you how many times I use this because again, this is one of those things, it lasts for a very long time. It has a very kind of subtle color to it. Like if you can layer it as much as you want, you can just keep going. I also had an actual lip I think oil, but I've now finished it and I was using it for my blush, which was amazing for autumn once again. And then a new purchase that I love, but I already purchased from this brand before, is my Rare Beauty blush that I love and cherish. It's in their new matte bouncy blush formula, I guess. It's kind of like a little bouncy in a way. And you can just apply it with your finger. That's why I do. I'm a finger and a brush kind of gal for my makeup. And this is in color Truth. And I already had this. I had this in a different formula. It was the shimmery one. I loved it. I used it so quickly. And then they came out with this autumn or the end of summer. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to get it. And I'm very happy with it. And I feel like this one is going to last even better than the previous one as well. Now, I said that was the last thing. No, I did not. I have one more thing. I have just purchased my first Gisou oil, and this is from their new collection, and this is their toffee flavor, toffee color, and it's probably one of the most moisturizing things I've ever had on my lips, apart from Laneige sleep mask, because that's a bit different and that's for the night. But this is honestly definitely worth the money, and the color is sensational. I don't like too much of a bright lip going on me. This smells amazing. You want to eat it. It stays on so well. You don't have to reapply for hours. It's just a very nice product for autumn or any other time. This one is particular, very nice shade for autumn, but I am planning on buying more for summer and stuff like that. So I have been talking for so long. So I hope you enjoyed this very quick, but also very long, my favorites for autumn. And I hope you were able to get to know me. I think Leo is finished with me too. Yeah. Yeah, I think that means Leo wants to go to bed. So thank you so much for watching this video. It was really nice to sit down and tell you a little bit more about myself, about what I love. Do let me know if you have any questions, if you want me to show more of something or not. Depends. And what I'm going to do to make it easier for everyone, I'm going to pop all of these items, or as many as I can, on links or a link down below so that you can check them out for yourself and see if it's something that you want to invest to. I love finding new products through videos like this, so I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a comment down below, leave a like, subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of things like vlogs about my life in Scotland, my travels, my work. And if you liked this kind of video, kind of like sitting down and chatting, do also let me know and we can maybe do more of them. Now, thank you so much for watching. Bye!